Good evening, Minot family and community. I want to talk to you today with a brief synopsis about one of my famous heroes that have inspired me to become who I am. And his name, you've probably heard of him, is James Baldwin. And it being Black History Month, I think it would be robbery not to talk about who he is. James Baldwin was an innovator in the poetic side, the narrative side, the playwright side, the inspiring side of literature. He was born August the 2nd of 1924. He did die December the 1st of 1987. But during his lifetime span, he came in contact with so many people. He was felt as, from other people, they felt as he was actually one of the innovators of what we like to call, the movement of African Americans. And in his wisdom and intellect, what he did was, on different talk shows, TV shows, different radio connections, and even in all of his writings, he explored the side of the black man most people didn't know about, even black people themselves. Even one of his famous narratives turned into I Am Not Your Negro. And if you have not read the book I Am Not Your Negro, I urge you as a community to read this book, because it dives into the ins and outs of what it means to be a black man, how society views black people, but who we really are to the core, and what we want other people, other groups of races to recognize us as, and what we're trying to, strive to be. James Baldwin, he was able to tap into all areas of what it means to be a man, a black man, and a friend. I mean, especially when he did schooling over in Europe, that really transformed his mind, because he even quoted that I'm able now to see from the land that I came what slavery really looks like. Because him being in Europe, he was able to look back and see the things that he thought was the best a black person could be that were missed. So he came back cultured, inspired, and different. Even the interview that he did with Malcolm X on TV, it was one of the most inspirational, intellectual, and moving interviews that you can find. You can find that on YouTube. But I'm just highlighting that hero for me because of his intellect. He inspires me to read more, to study more, to not take someone's answer or suggestion or explanation at face value, but to, down in my core, always talk about who I really feel that I am, and try to strive not just to be a better me, but to help my community come up and be better than what some of us have, in our community, some of us have settled for. This is the best that I can get. And James Baldwin did not accept that. That's why he went overseas to do schooling. He believed there is more to people than what we've accepted ourselves to be. And I really appreciate his writings, his narratives, his poetry, and his inspiration. It's why I am who I am, and why I will continue to become who I've becoming, because of people like him. So Minot community, please check out I Am Not Your Negro. And that is my Black history person that I wanted to bring to you, and none other than the awesome and amazing man he was and lives on in our hearts to be, James Baldwin. Thank you, Minot Public Library, for allowing me to share with you my inspiration. I hope you are inspired. Have a wonderful day.